Hey, what's up guys, I'm KB Kwan. Welcome back to my channel, Taste of Asian Food. Today I'm going to make something special, which is a tomato soup noodles. It is inspired by something that I have tasted recently in a restaurant, and the boss will never tell me what he put it into the soup because this is his trade secret. Anyway, I'm going to, based on what I know about the soup and what I have tasted, to create something based on my liking. Now I'm going to make a stock by using some bones, and then I accentuate the stock, the flavor of the stock, by using tomato to make a tomato soup base. And finally, I'll add some Sichuan flavor into it. So this is a triple combination, and I definitely love it because that's exactly what I want it to be, and I hope you will love it too. So without further delay, let's get started right now. Let's start by cutting the meat into thin slices. I use pork, but I understand that not everyone eats pork, so you can use chicken or even beef as a substitute. Marinate it with some salt, pepper, some cornstarch to make it more velvety, some oil since the meat is quite lean, a little bit of light soy sauce if you wish. Mix everything together by using my clean hand and then set aside for at least 15 minutes. The next step is to prepare some aromatics. I have some onions and garlic, coarsely chopped and then set aside. The seasoning that I use is pretty straightforward. This is light soy sauce, definitely required. Some ground white pepper, and these are all essential items. Sesame oil to accentuate the taste, and definitely I need some salt, no doubt about it. Some sugar may be required. It all depends on whether my tomato is sour or sweet, so the quantity of sugar can be varied. And to add all the Sichuan flavor, this is an easy way out. This is the store-bought Sichuan steamboat soup base. You can get it from most of the Chinese grocery stores. And fresh tomatoes, since this is a tomato soup noodles, and I always like to add some store-bought tomato paste to accentuate the flavor, plus the meat that we have marinated, and also the onions and garlic. So these are all the major ingredients to make the soup base. Cut the tomato into small pieces. Some people prefer to remove the skin, but I don't think it is really that matter, so I'll just leave the skin on. If you prefer to remove the skin, there's an easy way out. Bring a pot of water to a boil and then cut across on top of the tomato, just like that, and then put it in the hot water and boil it for about 20 to 30 seconds. The skin will automatically detach from the flesh. So what you need to do is just to peel off the skin, and it's quite easy to do that. By looking at these three major components, you will probably able to visualize how my soup base will turn out. This is the broth from boiling the bones. This is a tomato, and this is the Sichuan flavor. Heat some oil to saute the onion. Onion first and then garlic later, because garlic can burn quickly. Add the garlic halfway sauteing the onion. Add the chopped tomatoes when the onions start to turn color. Add the tomato paste to add some color and flavor. Next, add my homemade stock. Now let it wait until it returns to a boil, and then we adjust the flavor and seasonings. Cook for a while until the tomato starts to disintegrate. Adjust the flavor of the soup while boiling the tomatoes. Add some salt, soy sauce, light soy sauce, pepper. The tomato is nearly fully disintegrated now. You can leave it as it is, but I find that is too much stuff inside. So I'm going to use this colander or whatever you call it with large hole to remove some of the large pieces. And of course, I'll still leave the some of the tomato pieces inside. Only remove the large pieces and the skin. Now, let's do a taste test. Super flavorful. Highly recommended. And I don't need to add anything else now except the Sichuan flavor. Now I'm going to add the paste of the Sichuan soup base into it. Now I'm not going to add a lot. My goal is not to make it super spicy, but I just want to add a little bit of Sichuan flavor into my soup to make it special. Well, I want to add just a little bit more, a quarter teaspoon. Okay, do a taste test. See how it goes after adding this special flavor. Oh, it's a whole new level. Very, very delicious. Super tasty. It is good for about 4 bowls over here, but today I will just demonstrate how to make 1 bowl of the noodles. So I will use only part of it and keep the remaining in the refrigerator. And if I keep it in the freezer, it can be kept for months. Anyway, I will adjust the quantity to just 1 bowl for you in the recipe. I've finished cooking or making the soup base. Now let's cook my favorite noodles. Bring a pot of water to boil and cook the noodles until al dente. The time required to cook the noodles really depends on the types of noodles and also the brand of noodles that you purchase. So please refer to the packaging for the exact cooking instruction. Okay, it's done. Just like cooking pasta. And I'm going to remove it from the boiling water and transfer the noodles to the serving bowl. Now is the final stage. Measure the quantity of the soup that you need for 1 portion. Bring it to a boil. Add some cabbage. And wait until it comes to the boil again. And then add the marinated pork. Since the pork is thinly sliced, it will cook within a minute. Then pour the soup over the noodles. Some vegetable and bean curd skin. And green onion as garnish. That's how to make my version of tomato soup noodles with concentrated broth, fresh tomato, and Sichuan flavor. And I hope you will love it. I've included the recipe in the description below the video. And please subscribe, tap the notification, and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again in some other similar video soon. Bye for now.